Hello, welcome in. This is Cleo and I'm here with a pick a card reading all about what your soul wants you to know. So I'm going to be picking up on any clarity, any signs or symbols. Remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to be doing loads more of these pick a card readings, so do be on the lookout for those. But also, don't make it fit if this is not your reading. My intention doing this is to provide clarity for you, but never to replace your guidance system. The divine realm works in mysterious ways, and true resonation in a reading should feel uplifting to you as you connect with what I'm saying spiritually. And remember, you are powerful, you are sovereign, you are immortal, and my channel is all about reminding you that life is truly your creation and you were born magnificent and royal. Okay, so I created these piles a little while ago, earlier on in my day, and now it is nearly midnight. So we've got 3 piles here. We've got pile 1 with the little angel, and we've got these lovely sacred traveler cards mixed with these gorgeous ornate cards here. I was told to keep this one sideways, so I'm really curious as to what this one is all about. You may resonate with this pile if you resonate with the word earthy. And here's that little angel for you to look at. It's opalescent, it's beautiful. And yeah, that's pile number 1. Pile number 2, we've got this tarot of the incredible creatures. And we've got these wisdom of the oracle cards here. So get a little feel into those ones. We've also got the rock with the beautiful crystallized, I don't know, I feel like that's crystal stuck to the rock here. So that could resonate with you somehow. So that's pile number 2. Pile number 3, we've got my very own Alien Dreams Tarot here, along with the Starseed Oracle. And I was told to choose the Daisy for this one. So the Daisy could resonate, all right. And that's pile number 3. So I just let the number jump into my head with pick a card readings, and if it doesn't jump into my head, I will meditate until the number comes to me. So that's what I would recommend, but it's entirely up to you, my darlings. I'm going to move these over here now, and we're going to start with number 1 and the little beautiful angel. So I'll put that one up there, and we're going to start off. Let's start off with the sacred traveler cards, and we'll see what they're saying. Okay, we've got reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. That's beautiful. Okay. We've got valiant courage. Take action with passion. And we've got wandering path. Enjoy the journey. So very positive energies telling me that you're feeling pretty secure, I would say, on your spiritual pathway. I'm feeling the energy of confidence and actually a bit of pride, and quite rightly, because you found a level of security in who you are. And this means everything when it comes to spiritual pathway, because knowing who you truly are on a spiritual level gets your compass aligned perfectly with your North Node. So I feel like I'm speaking to someone who could possibly know what the North Node means. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who could be a Starseed or a Lightworker. And I feel like you're definitely consciously aware that you're here to bring beautiful energy onto the planet. I'm getting this energy of peace with you as well. I feel like you're really satisfied with who you are, and you're really peaceful with what you believe in and your value system. And I get this energy of satisfaction, like knowing who you are and what you stand for. And your value system in particular brings you great satisfaction. And I do feel like you are enjoying the journey, although there could be something you're planning on here with this middle card, this valiant courage. Let's reveal some tarot here. Okay, we've got temperance. So there's that energy I was feeling of you being very peaceful and very comfortable with who you are. It seems to me there's a huge dose of strength and confidence in you. And I feel like you are going to move forward with something, because temperance here in this reading tells me you've got everything you need. There's this real energy here with the triangle. and the square in the middle of the Temperance angel. I feel like you keep yourself secure, you keep yourself safe. And this could even be the wisdom you hold. I feel like you've got a lot of wisdom. Perhaps you do have a special book, maybe a book of shadows or some sort of record that you keep of your personal alchemy or something you study. It could be crystals, it could be botanics, it could be dreams or psychology. But I feel like there's definitely a lot of information that you have and a lot of wisdom that you carry that could have a healing effect on others potentially. But I definitely feel like you keep record of something. This could be you keeping record in your soul. This could be indicative of you keeping a record in your soul of all the things you've learned in other lives. Now, that could be something you're moving forward on spiritually. There's a note for someone to remember that you've got a huge amount of wisdom and gifts that are locked in your Akash, and you may have accessed those already, but for some of you watching, you might not have accessed those, and they're all waiting for you, I feel, for somebody. So beautiful wisdom here. Let's see what card is crossing. We've got the Ace of Swords here, the Five of Swords here, Two of Wands, and the Devil here. So I feel like you've come across something that kind of goes against your belief system here, because we can see energies with the Devil and the Five of Swords. And it's funny, with the Five of Swords, I just could see him looking up at this Temperance angel then. For a split second, it looked like this guy's head was looking in that direction. And I feel like maybe you've come across a belief system that kind of twists your worldview around. And I feel like this message is all about remembering what matters in something here, because enjoying the journey is all about remembering to keep things balanced. And I feel like maybe there's a message here for you to not fight wars that aren't yours to fight, and to plan to remember that the world is yours, and everything you think and speak and witness, you can choose to include in your world or to disinclude in your world. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you creating the most beautiful dream aesthetic. It's all about you bringing all of your beautiful gifts into the realm, but also creating your own world in its own right. I have to show you this, even if it messes up the cards here, because just on my nails, I'm not ruining them. What I'm getting shown by Spirit is that this world here, to the occultist, we understand that everything our mind contains is ours, and we can choose to ignore certain things or include certain truths in our reality. This is the way we essentially want to live here. We want to live with our own reality, vibrationally safe from that which we don't want to include in it. But sometimes with Lightworkers, with Starseeds, with anyone who's got a good heart, we can get pulled into battles that aren't ours to fight, and therefore diminish our energy. So there's something about you understanding that your power lies in high vibration, and keeping yourself as high vibrational as you can, and cocooning yourself in your own sovereign world, only including sovereign energies. And this way you become a very powerful force for the world, and you also get to enjoy the journey. There's a potential here of getting caught in traps of fighting battles, and maybe being a protester, or maybe being someone who fights against things rather than being someone who creates what they want to see in the world, being an example, becoming the example, the leader, right? So I feel like you are a leader here. And often with leaders, we can be a bit gung-ho when it comes to being very aware of the enemy. And I feel like this is telling me that your truth has got to be suited to what will bring you happiness. And that's the key here. That's the key to cancelling out devils and karmic timelines. It's simply to be self-indulgent enough to want to live in this beautiful castle in the sky, and to own our spiritual power, to move on to any timeline, but also to be the example we want to see, you know, and to really bring our gifts through with temperance, our immortal gifts, our multi-dimensional gifts, bring those gifts into our plans. I see you doing that here with the Two of Wands. I am going to pull a few more cards and we're going to see what else is coming out. Can you show me, what do we need to know for reaching your destination? Your light is shining brightly. What do we need to know for this, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like you are an earth angel. Whoever's picked pile number 1, I feel like you've always been on a divine pathway, but you know, we have to adjust. Like, if we're starseeds, earth angels, if we've been coming back to this planet over and over again, we've overtaken the negative energy on this planet. We've overtaken the dark energy. So now we have to make plans simply to suit ourselves, simply to be indulgent in what brings us the most radiance. They're giving me Monsters Inc. as a reference here. Like, now it's time to cause yourself laughter, to raise your frequency, like one of those babies on that movie when, you know, they're being made to laugh rather than being scared. It's time for you, instead of fighting the old energy, which we had to do for so many lifetimes that it can be quite ingrained in us. Instead of that, now you've got to take all of your power and all of your gorgeous light and use it to please yourself. This could feel a bit odd at first because it's going to feel like you're the god of your own reality, where you've got all this spare energy, where you realize we've already won. We don't have to fight this energy anymore. All we need to do is turn that beacon on and spread as much beautiful energy as we possibly can. That was the Knight of Swords. Let me pick those cards up a second. We've got the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like we do build up a little bit of resistance when we're warriors, spiritual warriors. So I definitely feel like you're a spiritual warrior, whoever I'm speaking to. And now I feel like you've got to design your reality like an architect. Only include that which you want to keep, because we've already won these energies. Anyway, let's get on with it. Reaching your destination, your light is shining bright. What do we need to know? 4 of Swords. So this is a healing energy and an energy of floating away and allowing yourself to treat yourself like the most precious cherubima, to allow the angels in if necessary, to lift your vibration up, raise your consciousness up. The sky could be important here, really lifting your mind out in your own personal spaceship, getting your mind free and in your immortal nature is really important here. Taking your mind off of the earth altogether and knowing that you are it. The earth only exists in your mind with the 2 of Wands, and you're immortal. So I feel like you're going to be getting in your immortal spaceship of the mind and alchemizing your reality based on your pleasures, based on lining up with your higher self, because we've got the 9 of Coins here. This is the 9 of Pentacles. So this is about pleasing yourself, bringing your own heaven onto the earth in a really beautiful way and using all that power to fulfill your own needs here. So I feel like you're turning your metaphysical ship. You're turning your focus to growing your own beautiful garden, getting things planted. Someone out there could actually be thinking of buying roses or buying something with roses. They're saying that it's a really good idea. Anyone who's thinking of buying any plants, but specifically roses, I feel like the energy they would bring to your home would be absolutely phenomenal. We've got the Star here, so it's all about you, darling. What did I tell you? It's all about bringing in your own quirky, unique, zany perhaps energy. This is going to be a breakthrough for you with the Star, to start following your own beautiful godlike or goddess-like power, and to really allow the divine to show you what is here on the earth for you, because there's so many pleasures here, I feel. Let's see what's going on with the 5 of Swords and the Devil. Can we have whatever you feel like we need, Spirit, for this 5 of Swords, Devil? 9 of Swords here. An endless trap of the mind is what I'm getting. And the Lightworkers, the Starseeds, Team Godhead, we've already won. We've raised the vibration so beautifully now that all we've seriously got to do is indulge in what brings our soul pleasure. And because we're so aligned with universal law, because our hearts are tuned to the heavens, that ripples out, and that's all we've got to do. So it's beautiful. We've got the Knight of Cups here. So again, this is a reminder to move in that energy of love, to not look back in anger, as we would say in England when we listen to Oasis. Knight of Cups energy with the Two of Wands here. This is about clarifying your emotions by remembering who's the boss in your life, by remembering who is important, and it's you. You're the one experiencing your life. We've already done what we needed to do. Angels out there, we've won this dark energy. So this is about you moving forward and fulfilling your own beautiful Garden of Eden on earth. You've got a lot of wisdom here. I'm going to clarify this Temperance because I feel like it's calling out to me here. It could start off with you healing yourself, I'm getting, and then something you're going to do. I feel like you're going to be leading others. You're going to be a great and wonderful example to others. The Chariot energy here. And I feel like you could be waiting to move forward on something because the Chariot is about victory and great success. Show me one more. The mixing together, I feel, is going to be important. Maybe you're getting your human habits lined up with your spiritual habits here. Two of Wands. Yeah, your plans are almost ready to take off, I feel, because we've got this Two of Wands over here. Yeah, it's not that these cards are coming out reversed. It's that I had to flip the deck up the right way round. So we've got the Chariot. We've got the Two of Wands. This is showing me great power in something you've been working on, possibly for quite a while here. We've got the Moon. So maybe you're keeping these ideas secret, making sure they're perfect. I'm getting quite a Virgo energy here, Hermit energy. And I think you're going to perfect something and then reveal it. Show people the way. This is a guiding light, and of course with the Star, this is all about your internal guidance. So this is looking good, this is looking powerful, this is looking strong. You are free to feel good, and I feel like that's what Spirit wants to really get across here. They don't want you to have to watch Abraham Hicks for like 10 years to get it, even though like it's taken me a while to get my mind truly free myself, right? So I feel like someone is, you know, really getting to that freedom of mind where they're alchemizing reality in a beautiful way. This could be you going into business and doing something you love and receiving abundance for it. And I feel like it's going to go beautifully. So I hope this reading's helped. And I'm going to move on to pile 2 now. So let's get these put away. Okay. Okay, right then, now we've got pile 2 here, and this is a gorgeous deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle and the Tarot of the Fantastical Creatures, which we'll be looking at in a second. You picked the Rock, and I feel like this says a lot about your character. I feel like there could be something really strong and deeply rooted in you that you're consciously aware of. Maybe you've got a thing for ancient history and cultures of the past. I feel like you've got a curiosity here, but I feel like you keep a lot to yourself. I feel like you've got a nature. You could be quite secretive or just private, or just maybe you feel like people don't understand you often. But let's see what's coming out. Let's leave the Rock there and we'll see what's coming out with the Wisdom of the Oracle. We've got Thinker here. We've got No Place Like Home, and we've got To Be Fair. Interesting. And you could be someone who takes your home with you wherever you go. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants to tell you here first off the bat. And I feel like you're very well balanced with To Be Fair. So this tells me you've got this innate wisdom and justice that you've carried through the ages. And I feel like that's what I was picking up on before. Thinker card. I feel like you're really philosophical. And I feel like you could muse on things like how a lot of bad things can bring out the good in people, and how a lot of good things can bring out the bad in people. And I feel like you see that duality, and you see that everything is not quite as simple as some people would like to think. I feel like you think a lot deeper. There's a grey area with you where you know it's an endless, infinite grey area where we could think ourselves into oblivion, right? And I feel like that's where the balance comes in with you, with Justice energy, Libran energy. There's something that always keeps you grounded. There's something that always keeps you whole. No matter how far out your mind goes, there's something that keeps you anchored. And with No Place Like Home, I feel like you've got this beautiful space in your heart because this house is lifted off of the ground. It's up in the sky and there's a light on here. So I feel like maybe there is this level of detachment with you. the way you operate in the world. Maybe you are kind of detached because maybe you go inwards to your heart. You could be like an INFJ or something like that, more of an introverted kind of person. And I feel like you carry a lot within you that you maybe can't explain or don't know how to explain. But I feel like you're still satisfied with this inner world that you've got. I feel like there's this gorgeous inner world that you've got, and it's built so beautifully. It's like a temple of the soul. And I feel like you do a lot of pondering and musing and thinking, and they're telling me theology. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you've got a beautiful mind, a really beautiful mind. Let's have a look. We've got the 10 of Cups here. We've got the 2 of Wands here. And we've got the 7 of Wands here. So the 7 of Wands straight up would tell me that you've got good boundaries. But I'm kind of getting this energy of maybe they're too good for someone out there watching. We've got the 2 of Wands in the no place like home. So it could be in your plans to find people to be around. With the 10 of Cups here, right by the thinker energy, I feel like it's in your plans to kind of find those special people that match the frequency of your heart, and people who can really think the same way as you, or at least understand you at times. So I feel like you're kind of honed in when it comes to the radar of the soul, when it comes to your own personal soul family. I feel like you already connect to them. Maybe you even live with a member of your soul group, because quite often it's fairly normal for us to be born with at least one member of our soul group quite close to us in average human life, right? So you could already have someone you're really close to in your life who's part of your plans, but I feel like there are more people out there for you. And I feel like they are playing on your mind or somehow entering your dream space or your energetic field here. We do have the 7 of Wands, and I'm getting that you are someone who is very sturdy in your ways. So your soul would have had perhaps the same habits, lifetime to lifetime. You're very set in your ways, and you're very set in what you expect from life. I'm getting quite a Virgo energy here also. But I'm going to clarify the 7 of Wands, because I feel like there may be something here about letting new things into your plans, things you didn't factor in, I'm getting. We've got number 44, number 50, number 38. Show me, what's the 7 of Wands? Ace of Pentacles, a new pathway here that I feel like you're going to have to create. Maybe you start going to 2 of Wands. Yeah, maybe you start going to a new group, a new club. Maybe you join the gym. Maybe you start taking a different pathway in your runs. I don't know what this Ace of Pentacles is, but it's you gifting yourself a new pathway, especially with the 2 of Wands. This is about branching out, but it's also about choosing something that does define our future, right? With the 2 of Wands, time's always ticking on. And the 2 of Wands is about having to choose your loyalty. Which side of you are you most loyal to? Are you most loyal to the side of you that maybe likes to be in hermit energy? Or are you most loyal to the side of you that wants to come into contact with these 10 of Cups energies? Because you can't choose both with the 2 of Wands. You have to refine your focus and pick the one that means the most to you, is what I'm getting here. Every act we do is a potential investment, and I feel like you're going to make some sort of move here with the Ace of Pentacles. This will be you undertaking something practical. Like I say, someone could be starting martial arts. Someone could be starting a new job or a new business. This is something big with the Ace of Pentacles, because this is inspiration straight from the crown chakra. So I feel like stability is something you're working on and something you've got a plan on. And really put your intention behind it if that's what you want. That's what I'm getting here. Show me the 2 of Wands and the no place like home. See, 2 of Wands again here. I feel like your home and your final destination and a feeling of peace has to play into your current manifestation ritual. whether you are, you know, identifying with being a witch or whatever or not is not the point. We are constantly always deciding what timeline we're going to move on to. And people want to argue with this and say it's unhealthy to think about timelines, but they take it for granted. You know, we wash, for example, knowing that if we don't wash, it will take us to a timeline that we don't want to be on. So some people just don't understand the simplicity of cause and effect. And I feel like with you, there's a bigger vision here with the Ten of Cups and the no place like home. This is you planning for the future and making sure you take that pathway that will take you somewhere beautiful. And Spirit's saying, all you have to do is go in your heart space and make your plans from the heart. And that will make sure that you are on the right track. We've got the Four of Cups here and the Devil. So there could be something still in your heart space that's affecting you, something you need to allow time to clear out. And they're saying your mind will be clear over time, because that could be why you're so defensive, right? Death energy. See, these energies will transform. You just have to keep picking yourself over and over again, because this is why we're here on earth, to process these energies. And I feel like you're still processing emotional energies here. Spirit's saying there's no rush whatsoever. No rush. But they want you to act from a place of love. And they're sort of telling me you will know what this means. Act with your future vision in mind. Keep that vision of your future self being fully happy, fully in love with yourself, fully in love with life, and the best version of yourself you can be on a sacred spiritual level. Keep that vision in mind or activated whenever you're making moves to create your pathway forward. That's what I'm getting here. But I feel like you've got to be tender with yourself also, because you're going through a big transformation here. And they're telling me baby steps, step by step, darling, and be very gentle with yourself. Six of Pentacles. I'm getting this energy that you've got so much love to give. There we go. Queen of Pentacles here with the Ten of Cups. Six of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. I feel like you've got so much loyalty. I'm getting admiration, like you love to admire the people you love. And I feel like you're someone who could give people a lot of compliments and just really enjoy being kind to people. You've got so much love to give, and I feel like you could spend a lot of time maybe thinking or planning or daydreaming about different ways you can spread that love. And, you know, Abraham Hicks always says, it's far better for us to daydream than it is for us to worry or work hard. Daydreaming is a superpower. And I feel like your heart is a real superpower here. And maybe you've had to keep your heart guarded in the past, but I feel like there's a move you're going to make, a physical move, a big, strong decision that is going to be transformative, and it's going to get you more closely connected with this Ten of Cups. I'm getting 44, number 8, infinity. I feel like you're going to rest somewhere where you can really share your love, your wisdom, your guidance, and your big heart, because there's a part of you here that wants to be generous. And I think this is really beautiful. Let's pull one more card. I feel like whatever Spirit wants you to know from this, you're going to have picked it up, right? There's a place where you are going to get the chance to really shine, be yourself. I'm getting all your chakras lining up in a certain situation. They're telling me life is but a dream, and when we can get our chakras all colourful and beautiful and lit up, and when we can flow with the dream and make the right decisions from the right inspired place, we create these beautiful islands of reality with the people we love the most. Okay, Judgment, transformation of the spirit here. So you're going through a big transformation of the spirit up to a higher timeline. Six of Cups. This is about soul group, spiritual family. I recommend Cryon to anyone who wants to know about spiritual family, because this is going to become the new normal and you're being lifted up. I'm getting this clearly. We've got this house that's lifted up here also. And it's fair for your soul to flow back where you belong is what I'm getting here. You could have been out in the wilderness of the modern era, and maybe you had to unlearn all of the programming from being in the modern era. And I feel like, you know, maybe you're flowing back into your soul more now with Judgment. This is gorgeous there. There's a place for you is what I'm getting here. And all you've got to do is choose your heart continually. So I hope this message has helped somebody. I hope it will make sense to the one it's right for. Okay, and now I'm going to move on to pile number 3, the galactic pile, which I'm quite excited to do. So if you picked this pile, then the daisy could have really stood out to you. Let's get rid of those minds out the way there. Okay. Pile number 3, darlings. Let's move that rock over there. Daisy energy coming out on the table. Shall we start off with the oracle cards? Let's start off with the oracle cards. You could have just had a shower recently, because I'm feeling watery energies of someone feeling refreshed and showered and rejuvenated. We've got perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So I feel like you're kind of balancing yourself out, or you could have been going through an emotional phase recently where you're really having to balance yourself out and get yourself grounded, right? Maybe you went through something quite emotionally tumultuous, and I feel like you're finding pleasure in simplicity, pleasure in calm. This could be pleasure in yoga, exercise, eating good, peaceful moments. You know, I feel like you're finding peace and pleasure. Then we've got called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So you could feel like you're preparing yourself for the next big leg of your journey. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. And this was what I've just, been listening to on Cry On, that now is the time for us to be fully accountable for ourselves as portions of God, and to fully start creating our life in the most beautiful way. So you could be becoming enthralled with manifestation, growing what you want in your own reality. And again, with daisies, they're all about springtime and feeling refreshed and feeling like a new version of ourselves. So I feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like your higher self has been calling you through this big doorway. And I feel like you're ready to be more than you've ever been before. I feel like you're ready to really start taking creative control over your life. Oh, I'm getting excited. Let's see what's coming out here. Ace of Pentacles. There's that new pathway. The Knight of Swords here. Quick moving energy. Very enthusiastic. Air signs could mean something to you. Gemini could be relevant. We've got Jupiter here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower energy. And I kind of feel like this Tower energy should really be over here, because I feel like something happened that was tumultuous, and I feel like your instinct was to knuckle down and maybe again like get more rooted, get more grounded. There's something about practicality here and having to build your own pathway forward, and I feel like you've done it beautifully. There's a lot of Jupiterian energy here with the Wheel of Fortune, and your life is a canvas. Personally, I feel like you're ready to really start anew with something in a really beautiful way, and I feel like perhaps you're ready to go out of the lines with this and be a warrior for what means the most to you. So I feel like you might have to fight for what you want to create. Maybe the people around you won't be ready for the shift that you're ready to experience. For whoever's resonating with this pile, this is a new you. This is a shift, a big shift. And this is feeling like a completely different energetic version of yourself, going through an energetic portal of your own mind and coming out on this Ace of Pentacles, solid platform, ready to stand up for yourself, I feel like, with the Knight of Swords, ready to move forward in your dreams in a really powerful way, because you've been there, done that with the Tower energy. You've experienced what happens when you don't take responsibility for your own creation, and when you don't honor the gifts of the physical realm. The physical realm will kick our ass, and that's kind of just how it is. So I feel like you are saddling up here and you're moving forward in a great big rush of enthusiasm, really taking responsibility for your life. And not only that, when we take responsibility for our own life, we really own our own life. No one can treat us like crap, because we are our own protector, and we're standing our ground with the territory of our soul that God gave us. No one can brainwash us. No one can manipulate us. This is our canvas, and the gods are on our side. I feel like you're summoning this great big energy through your choice to move forward powerfully and to really be a free being. You could be a really free spirit. And you know that to be a free spirit, you've really got to take responsibility. And I feel like you could honor the planets. You could, maybe you've done moon circles. Maybe you just love the moon. Maybe you love honoring nature. Maybe you just love the fact that you're physical and you appreciate all the parts of that without judgment. And you want to, you know, really move forward here. I feel like you're moving forward in a really refreshed way. Waterfall energy is what I'm getting. And I feel like you're a really independent soul. And that's what it is with being a free spirit. You've got to be willing to stand your ground and honor the life you were given, right? We've got to stand our ground and honor our freedom to make the choices we want to make, and to maybe change our minds sometimes. You know, maybe you change your mind about something here and you realize it's my life. I don't have to feel bad if I don't want to be with someone anymore. For example, 5 of Wands here. So you could have had a change in perspective in a relationship, and maybe you feel like you've just got to be free. Spirit's saying that's fine. You don't have to feel guilty. It's normal to realize that your soul has called you somewhere else, especially when there was conflict. Maybe you were ignoring conflict and then it bit you on the bum. And now I feel like this is your time. This is your time to be free and heavenly. What else, Spirit? What else do we need? The Lover's energy here. And I feel like you've had your fair share of tough times in romance, and now I feel like you're maybe giving it a miss for the moment. I feel like you're loving yourself first and calling yourself forward here. We've got the Hermit with the Knight of Coins. There's a really beautiful practical energy with the Knight of Coins and the Hermit, telling me you've done a lot of inner work and you've gotten to know yourself really beautifully well here, because perhaps you tried and tried not to have a disharmonic relationship, but perhaps it just kept on being disharmonic till you chose yourself, right? There was something you had to do here. Perhaps you had to develop really good boundaries. We've got the 8 of Cups here and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you had to maybe learn how to reject someone and maintain boundaries even when someone was quite persistent. I feel like you had to be more stubborn and you had to be more persistent. What do we need to know about this fresh start? 2 of Swords. There are more gifts that are going to be revealed to you on a spiritual level here. More that are going to blossom. We've got a rose in the middle of this card. And I feel like you're not seeing that yet. The psychic gifts are getting very varied. So I feel like you've got more psychic gifts coming in that are going to be different, because we could have these bodily, we could have these visually, we could have such a personal relationship with the divine and such a unique personality that there is no predecessor to our unique skill set. And that's what I'm getting with you. 6 of Cups energy. This is spiritual family energy here. 7 of Swords here. What else? Queen of Wands. Show me one more for the 7 of Swords, please. Queen of Swords. Okay. So I feel like your confidence here has really burnt out any critters. It's kind of this energy of you've shone so brightly and you're burning so fiery and confident here with the Queen of Wands, putting yourself first with the Aries energy, that I feel like you've cut out any shenanigans, and I feel like that's a priority for you. And I feel like you've realized there's something here that's really truly like you accessing self-love with the 6 of Cups being a soul group card. Maybe you're from a smaller soul group. Maybe there's like 2 or 3 of you on the planet at this time. I'm not sure here, but it's like you turning inwards has really given you your own strength here. So even when you're being independent, you never stand alone, because you've got this gorgeous spiritual family showing up for you on the table. And I feel like your gifts are just going to take off here. I'm getting the Fool card energies here. Like your gifts are just going to take off because you didn't give in. You didn't go back to someone that I feel like maybe really tried to make you go back to them. And you point blank refused. You stood in your independence. You stood in your autonomy. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know here. That there's more coming, that you've built up this beautiful big inferno of momentum. A divine inferno, because you chose to be so independent and do the spiritual practical things you have to do. Like eat good even, sleep good, meditate perhaps, running, all the responsible things I feel like you've done them, and I feel like now it's time for you to have some fun. These spiritual gifts are going to be interesting, I believe, because I feel like you're very niche. I feel like your soul is very niche. Like you could have a very unique soul group. So you're showing up as someone unique, niche, and someone heading into the benevolence of Jupiter. And I feel like this could be Jupiter being very generous with you, with your spiritual gifts, because you're so free-minded, because you're so unique. I'm getting strong Uranus energy here, Aquarius energy. So anyway, I hope this reading has helped you. Free spirit, this perspective you have, this beautiful broad perspective of yours, I feel like is your superpower, and you're manifesting beautiful things. Fortune favors the brave. That's what I'm getting with this. And I feel like you're very brave and very much a warrior. So I hope this has given you some clarity and some insight. Lots of love, Cherubima. You might want to check out some of my other readings. You can find me on Instagram. I think I still have a little merch up, but I'm going to be doing more merch soon. I love all your comments, your donations, and all the energy you send me through the ether. Sending you a big kiss, Cherubima. Mwah.